If you're looking for a simple way to be productive, then this video is for you. Have you ever felt that you still have a lot of things to do, even though you've filled up your whole day and you've been busy doing a lot of these things? Maybe the reason why is that you're just doing what needs to be done, or the urgent things that are happening, but not the important things that you should really be doing. Maybe you should be delegating all the other tasks that you should be doing, or that you are doing right now, and you're spending time in menial jobs that can be delegated to other people, or other people can do for you. So let me share with you the 3 things that you can do to make you even more productive with less time. Because that's the goal, to have more time for ourselves, for our passion, for our family, to travel, exercise, do something, give time to a lot more other important things in our life, not just work. So let's start. The first thing that you can do is to have a to-do list. Now, it may be simple. Probably you've heard this in some other people, you've read this in books, but it's so important for you to be able to write down the things in your mind. Maybe you've been thinking a lot of things that you need to do, but after a week, after a month, you still haven't been able to do it. Probably the reason is that you're not lazy. In fact, for people who are entrepreneurs, for leaders, a lot of times they are busy. We've been doing a lot of things, but we still forget to do the things that we have thought of doing in the past. And when you've experienced that, maybe it's time to write it down. So you just got to have a to-do list. Whether you keep a notebook for yourself, I still prefer that. But maybe for some of you, you would want to have a digital file, like notes in your cell phone. You can do it. But most importantly, you should have a to-do list. Just like when you're going to the grocery, for you to be able to get what you need and make sure that whatever is important you'll be able to buy, is you got to have that grocery list. So the same thing with your life. If you're doing that in your grocery, when you're doing a grocery, why are you not doing that in your own life, in your own business? So make a to-do list. That's number 1. The second thing that you should be doing is you got to prioritize. So this is a link to number 1, which is having a to-do list. But this time, from your list, you got to make sure to give ample time to your priorities. So it's like the big rocks and small rocks concept, wherein if you fill in your jar, which is your time, signifies and symbolizes your time. If you fill it up with the small rocks first, the sand, the pebbles, you will not have space for the bigger rocks, which represents the more important or the most important things in your list. Because all of these things, yes, you would want to accomplish, but you got to make sure that you have time in your week, in your day, for those big rocks. Because these are the things that makes a difference to your life. Probably this 20% of your activities makes the 80% of your results. So you will need that. Right? So make sure that you put in the big rocks first, in the big rocks, small rocks concept, right? Inside your container, which represents the time that you have, like say the 7 days or the 6 days that you work, the 5 days that you work in your work week. So you make sure that you have that, you know how to prioritize. So you can put a star in your to-do list, you can make it bold for the text, or check it, have the mark. Let's make sure that in your list, you know which are the ones who has the highest priority. So that makes your to-do list even better. Because for some people, and I have experienced this, I've been so busy, I got into my groove of my schedules. Monday, I have a meeting, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I think I'm productive, I'm busy, but I still feel heavy. Have you experienced that? That you still feel heavy even though you've worked so hard, full packed calendar and schedule. You know you're not lazy, and yet you still feel unfulfilled. You still feel there's still something that needs to be done. You can't get it out of your chest. And probably the main reason is that you haven't done the most important thing, which is your priorities, the big rocks. So from your list, you gotta spend time. What I do is every single week, I check what are the important things that I need to accomplish within the week. And that keeps me going. That keeps me even more productive in less time. That's why I still have time to shoot videos like this. I still have time to play with my kids, have time to exercise for myself, because there are also priorities. And even exercise, even playing with your kids, being with your family, spending time with your wife, with your spouse, with your parents, with your friends, those things, the things that you want, if they are your priorities, then you will be able to give time for your day or for your week. And the third thing that you can do is to calendar it. So this goes hand in hand. The three things that I mentioned in this video goes hand in hand. You gotta have a to-do list. You gotta make sure that from your list, you know the top priorities. And then you got to calendar. You got to schedule in your week. I like doing this in a week-on-week basis. So I sit down on a 3-hour planning session. I call that the CEO time. And then I make sure that most especially my priorities, because you know you have a long list and you never run out of things to do. I'm sure you can relate with that. Alright, so what you need to do is to make sure what are the priorities for the week. So you gotta schedule that for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what time, what will be your important meetings, what will be the deliverables that you need to accomplish and finish this week to make sure that you feel productive. And because of that, you will see, and in your calendar, that there's still much time to spend for other things, for your exercise, for your travel, probably for your, you will cook at your home, give time and give love for your family, play computer games if you would want, watch Netflix, watch YouTube videos, those things. You can calendar it. If you plan ahead, especially the most important things, you put it in your calendar. That's a big commitment. And most probably, if you just check it on a day-on-day basis, and even if you've just accomplished for the day, because you cannot always check all the boxes, you cannot always do what you will say and think you will do in a day. But as long as you've accomplished your big rocks, your priorities, you will feel fulfilled. You will feel productive, I guarantee you. And you will still have time to relax, to give time for yourself, to love yourself, take care of yourself and your families. Do something else rather than your work because you have checked the box of the most important things. Maybe some other things you can even just delegate it and just schedule and prioritize the things that no other people can do, only you. So I hope you like this video. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button to this video so that more people can see it. And you can also turn on that notification bell for more of my future videos like this. Bye-bye!